Well, it's been a while. And I'm going to get into why it's been so long since I've produced an episode, since I've produced a video. But before I do that, I just like to say that I'm a work in progress. I've been a work in progress for some time. In these past 3 months, where I haven't posted, I've been busy working on developing who I really am and who I've always been. I've really gotten back into working on the habits that I think have helped me have success in the past. And I always knew I would come back to this, but a couple of months back, I felt like the content that I was producing was becoming stagnant because I started to become stagnant. And as a content creator, so much of it is about producing and being active for the sake of yourself at times. And I made a decision to focus on developing myself outside of this content creation. And I think that's a healthy thing for any content creator to do. The number one thing is, from the longest time, if you've known me, I love fitness. I love to, the challenge of going and lifting weights and of that constant, grind and progression of progressively overloading and developing strength and power and, crafting your physique. And I always say this, above the health benefits of it, working out and having a healthy lifestyle helps me mentally more so than anything. It helps. I'll say it like this. When I'm not working out and when I'm not being fit, I have a fog that comes around in my life. It's hard to explain. And there's been times where just because of life and when it gets hectic and when it gets busy and your schedule can't allow you to go to the gym and work out, you can get used to those habits and you can kind of get complacent. And I had gotten complacent with that part of my life, and it started to affect me in my content creation. It started to affect me in the relationships that I was having with people. So I made a conscious decision about 3 or 4 months ago that, hey, I'm going to get back into going to work out at least 5 times a week and really putting myself into that. So that's what I've been doing. That's where I've been at. The second thing that I did, I realized that I wasn't developing myself enough. I never want to get on here and seem like I'm just reiterating the same things and the content becomes stale or I stop, progressing. The whole point of the Carrot Juice podcast is observe society, digest it, and through that nuance and through that journey, progress forward. I would be doing you a disservice as an audience, I realized, if I stop progressing, if I stop learning new things, if I stop having experiences in my life. And these past 3 months have allowed me to do that. And I'm going to share that with you as I continue on with the episodes of the podcast. I don't have a regular schedule for you as of right now. This is just an update. However, I will commit to producing at least one video/episode per week. And it'll be available on Spotify. It also will be available here on YouTube and anywhere where you listen to podcasts. But I wanted to produce this episode mainly just to say that I'm still here. I'm still going to be producing content. I just needed to take some time to recalibrate myself so that I could produce content that I'm proud of. I've always said, and I've started this podcast originally because I enjoy to learn. I enjoy to figure out things and learn from people who know more than I do. And I also enjoy the process of producing the content. And if at any point I didn't enjoy that process anymore, I'm okay with walking away. I think people just need to be honest with themselves sometimes when it comes to creating this content. It can be a drag. There could be burnout involved with creating content. And I enjoy YouTube so much, and I enjoy producing content so much that I'm willing to walk away and take a step back from it. So when I come back, I'm refreshed and I have new takes and I have new thoughts to really put forth and hopefully help people in their, stage of life or their season of life. I had a season to recalibrate and to get my mind right and sharp. And I'm going to be producing content on this channel at least once per week. We're back. I know it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you with a dope pod to step to, but we are back in here. I'm going to be producing content at least weekly. As of right now, it's going to be by Friday, but you know how we do on here. Subscribe and hit the notification so that you never miss an update moving forward. But above all that, I hope everybody is really looking inward and figuring out, like I had to figure out, that there's only so much time we have in this life. Don't waste it consuming things that aren't beneficial to you, whether that's from whatever source. I had to find out and figure out, like, hey, the things that I was doing, content that I was producing is about self-improvement. And if I'm not self-improving myself, that is, not congruent and consistent with what I want to be. And I've taken these past 3 months to improve myself physically, mentally. I still need to listen to some more books, read some more books, and that's going to be part of my process. I'm probably going to pick up Atomic Habits again because it's such an influential book. I have some reviews here on this channel if you would like, and I think that's a good basis to start off with when it comes to just figuring out how to get better at productive things and productive habits. And I've kind of gotten back to my roots when it comes to that. So I don't want to ramble on and on, but I'm a work in progress. I don't have everything figured out, but I can promise you this. I am going to be producing content on this channel that will help you improve. It'll help you develop, and it'll force you to think. And with that being said, this has just been an update. I know people have been wondering, where's the podcast? Where have you been? What have you been doing? That's it. I've been focusing on my health. I've been focusing on getting back to the roots of what makes me outside of being a content creator, so that I could be a better creator, podcaster, and producer of content here on this channel. I appreciate anybody that's watching this right now. If you've just found the channel or you've been a subscriber for a long time, I appreciate you. I will have more content, and I don't want to waste any of your time, so I'm going to let you go with that. And until next time, I'll see you. Peace.